All right. Is it working?
Go check.
Okay. There we go. Okay, we are using a different software today. I'm going to update Discord. Give me a few moments here. Okay, we're working. Good deal. I am going to wait for a little bit to let other people join in before we get started. All right. I don't know what happened. So we're using a different software today because my original software wants to be difficult. So we're going to have to be a little flexible today. I don't know what happened. All right. We'll use Zealand. The thing is, where we're starting for this save, there's not really going to be any need for it because there's no VAR, but we'll get to him. So first things first, we're gonna go over some of the training changes, so you guys can see for yourselves and see the differences, because they are fairly significant. And something that I think is really exciting is we will actually need to we'll need to actually start planning our training instead of doing like the testing that was done previously. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to calendar and we're just going to pick a day right here. So the first one we're going to show you is recovery. So here we go. If you look on our screen here, this is what recovery did before we made the changes. Injury risk greatly reduced, improved natural fitness for attributes, your condition slightly increased, fatigue slightly reduced, sharpness slightly reduced. Now, if you come to what we've done, recovery, injury risk greatly reduced, condition increased, fatigue reduced, happiness increased, no attributes are increased, team cohesion is increased, and sharpness is slightly reduced. So just every single training option has been modified in some way, shape, or form. So I'm going to show you like 6 or 7, but with the new training file, all of the training schedules are going to be changed. So it's going to be different how we build the schedules. Let's see. We're going to do next. Let's do quickness. So in the old ways, quickness was it increased your acceleration, agility, pace, sharpness slightly increased, happiness slightly reduced, fatigue increased, injury risk greatly increased, condition greatly reduced. All right. And for us, now you go to quickness. Quickness trains agility, acceleration, pace, work rate, stamina. Happiness is slightly reduced, injury risk is increased, fatigue is increased, and condition is greatly reduced. So there again, it's another small change. It's a change to the attributes, but it's also a change to the condition and everything. A fun one that I think we could look at is going to be goalkeepers. So for goalkeepers, if you notice the percentages, it's 60% primary, 20-20, and you look at the attributes that it trains, but also look at sharpness, slightly increased, happiness slightly increased, condition slightly reduced, fatigue slightly increased, and injury risk increased. Now, if we go to goalkeeping here and we do one-on-ones, look at all the different attributes that goalkeeping one-on-ones now trains for the goalies. And look at the splits. It's 90% goalies, 5%, 5%. The injury risk is, hey Chakla, the injury risk is slightly increased, condition slightly reduced, fatigue slightly increased. Every single training option has been modified in our minds to make it so that the test that the Chinese did, where it was like 2 overall or 1 overall, 2 match practices, a quickness, and that was all you needed. Now you can actually build training schedules and you can actually train quite a bit. Let's see, match preparation. Yeah, my cat is quite catty. All right, match preparation. So this is a match review. In the old system, mentality, passing style, creative freedom, trigger press, marking, tempo, width, position, role, duty, attributes, anticipation, decisions, and team cohesion increased. Now, we go to our current one. Oh, I don't have. I'll show that one as soon as we get a data analyst. I apologize. But we've got a couple more that I do want to show. For example, another one, general defending. If you look at these attributes and the percentages are going to be changed slightly too. But if you look at all of these percentages, 60, 20, 20, and you look at the attributes, now, yes, set piece training is different as well. Okay, let's do this one real quick, and then I'll change to one of our offline saves. General, and it was defending. Now, look, compared to, let's see, let's close. If we can, here we go. If we can show it. Look at the differences in the attributes, as well as no longer does the general defending create fatigue. And the sharpness isn't increased, but you look and it's just changed. Everything has changed. Yeah, I'll show them here in a little bit. So what we'll do, let me save here. While that is saving, we'll open up ball retention. All right. So for ball retention, you got first touch, anticipation, composure, decisions, teamwork, technique. Now if we go here, we're going to go to technical, ball retention. You look and you can see just how different. All right, thank you, Count. Just how different that is. You look at these attributes compared to right here. Look at the just difference in the training that it does. We've got all of that. So it's really big. It's a massive change to a lot of what we're doing. I will load up an offline save that I'm occasionally playing just so you guys can see it. All right. Hamburg, yes. I took over Hamburg, and what we did is I just took over Hamburg and I created a manager called Ketchup, and we're doing that. But we're going to put in, we'll go right here to match preparation, match review. Here. Mentality, passing style, creative freedom, trigger press, marking, tempo, width, position, role, and duty. Anticipation, decisions. That's what it was. Now, what it does. Mentality, passing style, creative freedom, trigger press, marking, tempo, all that. But also increases teamwork, tackling, marking, heading. Happiness is greatly increased, and team cohesion is greatly increased. So this file, it's a new file that you'll be adding. So it's just like the match engine mod. Once you put it into the correct folder, it's going to apply for all of your saves. It's just, so I couldn't show it on the Twitch save we're going to be doing because I didn't know this. In order for you to schedule a match review, you have to have a data analyst, and we don't have any right now. At least not yet. We will. Yeah, it just makes things, I feel like it makes things more accurate. The last one I wanted to show was attacking shadow play. if you look 60-20-20 and you look at what we're training here, mentality, width, and it trains those. And then if we go tactical, attacking, shadow play, look at the difference in attributes here. It's just we've made training more realistic to where we think the trainings that you schedule are actually going to do the things that you want it to do. So our goal is also to make it so where you can actually schedule your players. And so what we can do is, if you look, you can create a whole new schedule where you could say, let's do general, we'll do overall, a general, possession, do set piece. So set pieces, you look, it's 80-10-10. You got free kick taking, corners, long shots, penalty taking, and then you also work on the other roles. So we'll do routines. We'll do general, defending, and then you can do, let's do ball retention. We'll do transition press. Chance creation. We'll do some goalie training. You got match practice. We'll make the match day on Saturday here. So then you do this, and we'll do defending from the front. Up here, we'll recover. Actually, here, let's do recovery, match preparation, match tactics, and then here, match review, and team bonding. So if you look, you would think that, but look at the intensity change. Look at the intensity change. It's not, the trainings aren't as intense. The trainings are actually a lot less intense than what they were before. And you don't have to do 3 trainings. I'm just showing how the intensities have changed. Whereas before, if you put in fact, I know, let's do this. We'll do physical rest here. If you went like this, quickness, and then match practice, it would be way high. It would be too high. Oh, you're good. Yeah, 3 trainings in the past would be straight red or orange. You wouldn't be able to do it. Now you can. And it's going to take time for us as a community to figure out the right trainings and the right the intensity of the day and everything changed. Changes, I believe, are coming live tomorrow. If I am not mistaken. As always, there will be instructions on what we're doing. The intensity of the day. Sure, we can do that. The intensity of the day just affects their. So, what we're going to do. So, in the past, yeah, it's fatigue basically. How much does your player get fatigued? Okay, here you go. So, in the past, you would put the simatch.fmf right here and you would call it good. Now, the training file, you're going to go to this exact same folder. So I'll do it all the way from the beginning. If you're on PC and using Steam, it's under Program Files times 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Football Manager, Data, and you're right here. Now, what you do for the training file is you're going to go to Game Simulation. Right here, this training.fmf is what we changed. So to give you an idea, the FMF file that was here was 13 kilobytes in size. It is now 403 kilobytes in size. So we have drastically changed the training to try to make it better. Drastically changed it. And it's going to take time to figure out what we're doing. Now, second part of business. So as you all know, if you're a member, as long as you guys are members of the Discord, you all know that we recently had to rebrand our project. We put it to a vote in the Discord server, and the popular vote was FM Match Lab. And because of branding, we can't continue to use the previous save. I haven't decided what we're going to do with it. I believe so, yeah, Darkside. You should be able to run 1.3 with the training file because they're two separate files. And I do know the positional ratings and everything is looking at yeah, the training is vastly different. So, what we've done is for our new save, we've taken over a fallen giant in the French league structure. We have taken over Bordeaux. We have taken over Bordeaux. Now, there's a catch. We are doing... Yeah, it's a new save. I couldn't change the name of the team on the previous save, so unfortunately we had to start over. I'm going to find... No, there was no way, unfortunately. I tried with the .lnc files. I tried with the editor. I tried with a separate editor. It wouldn't change. So unfortunately, we could change the kits, but we wouldn't have been able to change anything else. So unfortunately, we had to... I'm going to find a way to still kind of play with that save. I might stream that on my personal YouTube channel on separate days, just so we continue that, because I do like what we're doing. But as far as with this project, we want to make sure that our save and everything keeps the brand that we represent. So we are going to be playing Bordeaux in the 4th division of France and we're going to be doing a youth intake only save, meaning I can loan out players. Count gave me permission. I can loan in players the first couple of years until I get myself situated, but I'm not able to sign players. So it's going to be a challenge. Staff personalities are going to be key, especially for the head of youth development, which I've already signed most of the staff. I didn't want to bog down today's stream with a bunch of the staff signings. We're going to work on that here today, but we're going to be doing youth intake, which is a completely separate challenge and a much bigger challenge because we've got to climb out of the 4th Division of France, when in reality this club shouldn't even be in the 4th Division of France anyways. They should be, because of mismanagement, they're here. So we're going to work on figuring out how to get them up. I haven't created a tactic for this team yet, simply because I haven't familiarized myself too much with the team. So we're going to have to take a look at our team and see how we want to do things. But for that, what we're going to do is, there we go. Here's that. Yeah, I think everybody is unhappy with the training. So this is something that a lot of people have been wanting and looking for. So I'm thoroughly excited. So let's see. We have a ball-playing defender. We have looks like we have 4 central defenders. Do we have, we have 1 tall defender. Do we have another tall defender? We have 2 tall defenders. That's good news. And then we have all right. What do our wingbacks look like? Probably for the 4th Division of France, this is going to pass. All right. But 12 pace is not ideal, but not a lot I can do about it. 13 pace is better. Left defender, 12 pace. Stretching is a good thing. All right, so I think he's going to be our starting left back, unless we have a world beater right here. We do not. We have 1 left back. Really? 1? We have 1? All right. We have 1 left back. Definitely not ideal here. So we might have to loan in a left back. So we'll look at that. Defensive midfielders. What do we got? I don't. I don't know. I generally don't. I don't have a single person that's natural at defensive midfield. That's really unfortunate. Hey, thanks for the follow, Rock and Roll. Really appreciate it, man. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I don't think this guy's going out on loan. Transfer. We're taking this guy off the loan list. Yeah, that's the thing is you gotta set it all up and see. This is going to be an interesting challenge. He's not bad. 13 pace, 10 crossing. We're predicted to win the league, I believe. Yeah, we're predicted to win. So, let's see, Club Vision. So the board expects us to finish in the top 2 places for the league. Let's see. Ooh, that's not ideal. We have to win the league to get promoted. So it's just like our previous save. We have to win the league to get promoted. The good news is we are Bordeaux. We have very good facilities. We are professional. Like, we have the ability to do this. It's just figuring it out. He's right. He's not bad either. Looks like we have some decent attacking talent. Yeah, that's fine. He can come. Is it? Okay, let's take a look. Why is it? How about now? I got it? I think we got it. Yeah. All right. So we have some attacking talent.
I just came down here to check on you and you came for me. I got a new haircut.
Yeah, my son got a new haircut. My wife is a hairstylist. All right. Come on. Bye. All right. So what are we thinking? We should be one of the better teams. We're good. Very good. Chocola, I am proud to announce that you have followed me from our previous save to Bordeaux. You are the assistant coach. Yeah, I'll try to answer them as I can as well. So, what do we think here? I don't think we can go for our 5 at the back. Well, of course. See you, man. Thanks for joining. I think we're not going to be able to do the 5 at the back simply because we don't have the defenders for it. I mean, we could. I mean, we probably could pull it off. Could we do it? Maybe. No. Sorry for my cat. She is being very needy. We might be able to do something like that. Exactly. Someone has to overthrow PSG. I'm tired of them winning the league all the time and having all the best youth players and just dominating this league. Someone has to overthrow them. It has to be done. So, oh good. We don't have, wait. I was about to say, wait, what? Okay. So, you do that. Yeah, Count, will we be posting like details of it in the Discord when we release the file tomorrow? Man, our central defenders are not quick at all. Are they? They are just not fast. I think we're going to have to go with that. Oh, I'm sure there will be. 11 pace for a right back is not ideal here. 13 pace is better. So I have a feeling that attacking, in terms of attack, we are going to be just fine. I really think that we are going to be more than okay when it comes to our attacking skill players. What I think we're going to struggle with is I don't think we have the defenders that we did that we would prefer. Um mean, our goalies. So, I mean, that would be... How many subs do we get? That's a good question. How many subs am I allowed? 5. What? What is this? All right. 5 subs out of 5 players named. All right, we're going to need some versatility here. Because that's not going to work. This is Dave's database starting in 2023. No, it starts in 2023. I was having trouble getting Bordeaux, getting the 4th division to work with being a 2024 start, so we had to go with 2023. So we're going to need to have some flexibility here. That's 4 subs right there. Goodness. All right. And Andy Carroll? I mean, but I believe so, yeah. Amadou Diallo. I think our other sub is going to have to be Amadou Diallo because he can play both wings and fill in at center forward. Oh, this is a thin team. Okay. We're going to want to hold on to him. Maybe they did. I'm not sure. All right. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. I really appreciate it. FM Zwerkiet. Zvirket. I suck at pronouncing names, but I really appreciate the follow, man. It's really appreciated. So, this is where we're starting. We've got a hill to climb. But Bordeaux has been troubled with financial mismanagement for years, and so now the best way to dig ourselves out of that financial mismanagement is to do a youth intake only save. I am allowed to loan in players here for the first 2 seasons until we get up and running. And because it's Bordeaux, there's no senior affiliates. They're not going to probably give us a senior affiliate. I mean, I would be shocked. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I'm using Master Igor's uh, French League pack in combination with Dave's mod, realism mod. So let's look at our staff. We need to get a head performance analyst, 2 performance analysts, a GM, a scout, chief scout, 4 scouts, 2 recruitment analysts, head of sports science, 2 physios, and 3 sports scientists. All right. So let's start with. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, man. I really appreciate it. It didn't click with me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I've watched some of your videos, man. You produce really great content. You're always welcome here. Always. All right. There were some branding issues that we needed to correct. All right. So, I got you, man. Let me know as soon as you're done with the ad. I'll be more than happy to explain. All right. So, as Count mentioned, so we have done some changes to the training. If you look, yeah, we had to rebrand completely. So if you look, kind of an overview, what we've done is we've completely overhauled the training system, not just the system, but like how training impacts the players, and then also the attributes that each training item or training schedule that you can add impacts different attributes. And so, for example, here for like let's see, we go tactical, or let's go to calendar. Like when you look at all the attributes that these trainings work with, it's a lot more than what it was before, as well as the percentages. And for example, you can really see it on the goalkeeper training, because before it was like, I think it was 60-20-20, I believe. Let me take a look. I can pull it up. Yeah, it was 60-20-20 for the goalkeeper training. And now it's 95-5. And if you look at all the attributes that the goalkeeper training does now for one-on-ones, then yeah, you can see how much of a difference it is. And that is going to be coming out to everybody tomorrow. Live. It'll come out live for you guys tomorrow afternoon, my time, evening, your time, 18:30 GMT. Yeah, it's finally trying to address the scheduling, the training system in FM that is very, very flawed. So during some of the ads, I put out bids for these 3 data analysts. Do we want to hire a general manager? I don't think so. We don't need one. We're not going to be doing very much recruiting. I mean, scouts aren't even really going to be that important except for their knowledge. Let's see. Yeah, the release will be at 1800 GMT tomorrow for the files. Ooh. A model citizen? Say what? No. Okay, that's 3. We'll make him our 4th. And then we'll make you our chief scout. How about that? Sweet. There we go. Okay. Now we need a head of sports science, 2 physios, and 3 sports scientists. We're going to do physio, preferred job, physio, interested. All right. Okay, that's 1. We need 1 more. So what I'm doing, especially for youth only saves, the personalities of the staff become very important, because they have a large impact on the on everything. And so for the most part, especially when it comes to the youth coaches, I am going to need to be looking for professionals, fairly professionals, and ideally a model citizen. Those are going to be harder to find. But that's okay. Okay. All right. Okay. And lastly, 2 recruitment analysts. Let's see. Hey, have a great day, man. Enjoy the time away. João Costa. Join the club, man. We need some Portuguese knowledge. Let's see. Scotland? No. Let's hire an Argentine for some knowledge. Okay. So that should be all of the positions. I get 1 head coach there, 3 there. Okay. And I apologize for the boring part of this first part, trying to get staff and everything figured out. Okay, that's not going to work. Let's see here. How about instead of the assistant coach, you be the head coach? He doesn't want to be the head coach. Why not? Okay, we're going to have to just keep looking for that. Yay, we got an under 19s coach, everybody. Yay. All right, so now okay. Here's one fairly professional. How about, yeah. To start off, we're not going to be able to be too picky about our staff attributes. We're just going to have to kind of sign what we can sign and go with it. So the personalities are just going to have to be what we go for first, because that will have the biggest impact. All right. No physios for the second team, one sports scientist. So we need one physio and 2 more sports scientists. And then we are done with staff. Hello. Okay. Hopefully he signs. That would be great. A model citizen. Model citizens are always welcome here. You are always welcome here. Okay. Oh, wait. Second team doesn't have a physio. They're going to block it. So, sports scientist. Oh, already have him under a bid. We need one more. Okay. So, staff responsibilities match. Delegate. Training. We will let them handle that. So for our development players that we can send out on loan, we will. Advice and reports. Okay, Chocolate, you're doing a lot, man. We don't get a technical director or anything like that. So, all right. Let's look at what we have in the second team. Not bad, but a little low on the jumping reach, but that might actually be okay. As far as a center back that can like cover the space, maybe. That's not going to get it done. Oh my. Okay. 6 pace. Whew. We're just a snail out here. 14 first touch isn't bad. He might be able to... Let's make him available for loan. I think he can do a job here. He can also do a job. That's not ideal, but Bahasa, a shadow striker. No, Ramon. Might have him. All right. Let's see. He apparently has a lot of potential. Oh, hello. He's under a youth contract? All right. No. How about 2 years? Actually, how about 3, but I increase? All right. Let's see. He apparently has a lot of potential. I could see that. Okay, we're going to increase that. I don't think we're going to do anything with him. Okay. Breakthrough prospect. Okay. Oh, relegation release clause. Is 0. I'll increase this a little bit. There we go. All right. Who else do we have? Any other young players that have potential? He's on a part-time contract. All right. He has potential. Yeah, you're not getting that. We're not doing yearly salary raises. Perfect. Okay. Any others? I think that is going to be the bulk of our top prospects. But we want to get our top prospects signed and under contract so that other teams don't come and get them, because we've got some clubs that are already interested in our young players. And that's not ideal. Because any good young players, we need to be holding on to for dear life. For dear, dear life. Let's see. What do we think about this guy? I don't think he has 5-star potential. I don't. He's good. He's almost better off at striker. Yeah, he needs that. Training, rest. We're going to do double. Double, normal, half, none. Okay. Actually, we'll do none. Half. Okay. So we have a lot of friendlies set up. We need to all right. There we go. Let's see what we can do. Weekly staff meeting. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Yes, develop weaker foot. Develop weaker foot. Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow, Marco. Thanks for the follow, Marco. I really appreciate it, man. Glad to have you. The more the merrier. It does steal some of the PA. Not a lot, but it steals some. which I'm not really a fan of, but oh, I'm sure. And for those of you wondering, the training file will be out tomorrow. And that way we can all start experimenting together. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, let's introduce ourselves to the squad. What? Oh, this is going to be a fun save. I can already tell. All right. Let's see. Of course, they're fair and realistic. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness, with the questions. Of course, we're excited about Chocolat being our assistant coach. There we go. All right. We move. Alrighty. I tell you what, for a 4th division team in France, we sure are able to schedule some big friendlies. Seville, Lille. Bordeaux should never be in this position. They shouldn't have ever gotten to this spot. Okay. We're just looking for a wingback. Or a fullback, rather. 37 years old. Whew. 38-year-old. Let's see.
Can I join? Can I join?
All right.
This is a swarm. I repeat, this is a swarm.
Okay. Let's see. 11 to 16 pace. 10 to 16 pace. Go. Let's see. I almost tried signing players, and that's not going to be an option, unfortunately. Okay. Good deal. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna find? Vladislav. What you got? No. All right. 40%? Sure. There we go. We're starting to make some progress. Hey, Mark. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Now we need a striker. Ooh, you know who would be awesome if we could get on loan? Strasbourg. Not Strasbourg. Where are you at? Monaco. Players, senior squad. Man, come on. Why you gotta be like that? It's not that bad. We're a great team. We're just not in a great league. Because, yeah, reasons. But that's okay. Let's see. I am trying to remember and rack my brain for players that I would want to loan. What do you guys think? Any shout outs for players that we could get on loan? Like, any? That would be great if we could find one. There are no bad suggestions. That's not going to work. I didn't think it would. Okay. That is how many players am I allowed to have on loan? That's another question. Maximum of 2 players. What? Oh my gosh. Welcome back, Hurricane Pickle. I can only have 2 players in on loan. Are you kidding me? Legitimately, like, that's just not ideal. Oh. All right, so it has to be these 2. That sucks. Oh my gosh. Why do the French league rules just stink so much? It's terrible. 2 loans? Like 2. Hey, thanks for the follow, Veltons. Really appreciate it, man. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. So since you weren't here before, Count is here. He's the leader of our project. He can answer some in detail questions you have regarding the training. But essentially what we've done is we've changed the training schedules and made it so that the attributes that are trained. Oh, awesome. That's awesome, man. Welcome. Guten Tag. That's about the extent of my German, unfortunately. All right. So I'll show you a screenshot here. Let's see. Well, my mind just went blank. So we'll do goalkeeping, one-on-ones. All right. So here's an example of what we're showing here. For the one-on-ones, you can see this is what the old training was. It was really just one-on-ones, reflexes, anticipation, positioning, agility, aerial reach, and that was what we were dealing with. Now, look at all those attributes that we're training for the one-on-ones. And it focuses way more on our goalies versus the entire group. Another good example is, nope, we can't do that. Let's do general defending. So this is what general defending was before. Heading, marking, tackling, technique, aggression. And now, look here, what I say? General defending. General defending. You have a lot more here that we're training.
Just want to stay down.
So it shows we're revamping the training system, not just how the training impacts the players, but also we are revamping the training schedules and everything to try to make it more realistic, but then also just more along the lines of what training should be, instead of trying to basically create weird schedules and that are doing things that really I don't think SI really intended for the ideal training to be what it is, so we're trying to kind of help compensate for that.
Can I show your audience something? Can I show them something?
What?
My sound?
No. All right.
Oh, man.
And so we've taken over the Club Bordeaux, and we're going to try to lead them out of the 4th division using youth only. So definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge, but something I think that we are definitely up to the task. How's everyone's day going so far? All right. Send on. Accept. All the language courses we could want.
How long have you been streaming?
All right. Language course. Language course. Language course again. Another language course. All right. Do you guys have any questions? Anything that you want me to cover today? Sweet. We got 3 of our youth prospects signed. So that should help ward off some of the competition for their services. Oh, that's awesome, Ollie. That's a great opportunity, man. Hey, we drew with Sevilla. Yeah, well, cats are kind of their own person. There's no way I can make the cat be quiet, unfortunately. Well, that's got to be fun. I mean, that would be fun, though. All right. Trying to get everything here. Team bonding. Match review. There we go. Alrighty. And we're going to keep going, get through as many of these friendlies as we can. So for today's stream, I'm going to get through as many of the friendlies as we can. Then what we're going to do is between but in between the stream today and then tomorrow's stream, I will. Oh, those have also been looked at, Ollie. Here, I'll show you an example. Give me 1 second. All right, we're still in the comparison, so we can do it. So, do we have a data analyst now? We do. I can finally show all of them. All right. So, Ollie, for example, we'll pull this up. Pull that up. So this was what match review looked like before, right? This is what it was. Like, I'll try to zoom in. So, yeah, this is what it trained. Mentality, passing style, creative freedom, trigger press, marking, tempo, width, position, role, and duty. And now, the biggest thing is the happiness is increased, team cohesion is greatly increased, and attributes teamwork, tackling, marking, and heading. So, and then even something like quickness, whereas now it trains agility, acceleration, pace, work rate, and stamina. Oh, yeah, the full schedules should work better. I mean, like, if you look at, like, this, like, on this day right here, I don't think before the old training file, I don't think that you would be able to get 3 trainings on one day and have it be still green. Before it would have been red or orange for sure. And like here, so like the training schedule should work better. And as far as what Count told me, this is just kind of this is just a general overview. The changes are a lot more in depth, and the only way that we're going to be able to see them and experience them and show them is from playing a lot more. The more games we play, the more matches and seasons we play, the more likely we are to see the changes that we want. Hello. He's not bad. He's really not bad. But I can only have 2 players in on a loan at one time. That makes me very sad. So very sad. Sweet. All right. So this is what he looks like. That's actually not bad. 11 pace is a little disappointing. I was hoping for higher, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. All right. Oh, I am too. I'm really looking forward to the changes. See. Ball control, I think. Yeah, ball control. All right. Offer via transfer, loan offer. Let's do regular starter. There we go. Alrighty. We got another one of our talented youth players to be committed to the team moving forward. Awesome. Awesome. He just got here, right? Like, what is this? He gets here. 48 hours later, he's injured. What is this? Not a fan of that. What do you mean? I only have 1 player. I only have 1 player. I'm not happy about this. That's true. It's not a proper signing unless they get hurt. All right. No offers for him. That's just fantastic. Okay. This is usually kind of the slowest part of the save, getting through the friendlies. Moving forward, this won't happen because every year we will get through the friendlies before we start a stream. That way, there's less of a just watching and waiting. All right. Does anybody have experience with youth intake only saves? If so, did you like it? Did you not like it? Yeah, it's always the longest. All right. Weekly staff meeting. What we got? No, we're not going to do that. No. I don't like those trait suggestions. Okay. Send coaches out on coaching courses. I've never done one before, so I do like the challenge of it. I know that it can be a real challenge because you're relying entirely on your youth intakes, and youth intakes are usually unreliable at best. Yay, helpers will have a full breakdown. All right. Oh, man. All right, send them to the specialist. Andy. That sucks. Well, I didn't want that anyways. Put it all into payroll. We are not signing people. Aw. Is sim racing pretty big in Europe, Ollie? I don't think it's that big of a thing here in the U.S., but I know it's starting to gain some popularity, but yeah, I can't say that too many people here in the U.S. are into sim racing the way that they are in Europe. Okay. See if he signs. But yeah, is sim racing pretty popular in Europe? All right. Well, that's good. I know it has an esports scene to it. Like, I've seen competitions for it, and I know that there are some people that take it rather seriously. Alrighty. What do you mean? Who's my chief scout? Oh. I made him my chief scout. Okay. Alright. Game against Lille, or match against Lille. This will be interesting. Alright, let's try creating a new schedule that we can use. So tactical, let's do that and that. We'll do a technical chance creation, technical ball retention with goalkeeper one-on-ones, general possession? Yeah, general defending. Here, defending from the front. Here we're going to do press, general, attacking, and then goalkeeping one-on-ones. Let's get a match practice in, recovery, set piece routines, another match practice with a recovery, match day, match review, team bonding. Save as new. And let's see how it works. So if we go here, new, yes. See how it works. Players improving. We like players that improve. All right. More coaching courses. Yay, more coaching courses. It's a free agent. Man, I'd love to have you, Gail. But I can't. So after taking your course, how soon can you start being a security guard, Ollie? Alrighty. Can we beat Lille? Hey, we beat Lille. We beat Lille. Did they actually play their starters? Not really. Well, yeah, they kind of did. We beat Lille, guys. All right. We'll take that. That can only help, right? I mean, you would think that with the certification, it would be easier to get a job in with that, right? I mean, that would be the hope. All right. All right. Yeah, no. As much as I would like to, well, no. I already have my left back. All right. I mean, we just signed you to a contract, though, my guy. All right, well, they didn't meet our evaluation of you. Sorry. Not sorry, but sorry. Like, sorry, dude, but you signed a new contract and they want to take you from us. I say new. Where we can beat Lyon, or Lille. We beat Lille, but we lose to Bastia. This is going to be a fun year. That's for sure. Alright, another staff meeting. That was useful. Okay. Henry Obando. Looks like we have 3 more friendlies. So we won't get to any real matches today. But start a stream tomorrow. We will definitely be playing in our league matches moving forward. Alrighty. So are you guys excited about the new training file? I know I am. I think it's a really good thing. I'm really excited for it. Guernica. I can't say that I've ever heard of Guernica. But we still gotta play him. Alright. Who are Spanish team? Alright. Interesting. Alright. Alright, guys. Unfortunately, I do have to end the stream a little early today. I got some personal stuff that I need to take care of. But I will be streaming tomorrow at the same time. I'll put in a reminder in the Twitch channel and Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord, I sincerely recommend joining us there. That's where all the files are going to be and everything. Plus, you can get notifications when we go live. But that'll be it for today. We will start tomorrow. The regular season will start, and we will begin our push for promotion and eventual promotion and domination of PSG. Outside of that, you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.